Multistreaming, and I've got our host, Roxanne Smithers.
Hey guys.
Hey, Roxanne. So yeah, we're gonna give everybody some minutes to be able to jump on, and yeah, we'll just tell me about those pictures behind you. What is that behind you? What's going on back there?
Well, this is my favorite picture. I
Ruth.
call her Ruth from the Bible. It's like my favorite character in the Bible. So I call her the Moabite woman. And I found this picture for folks in Atlanta who've been here for a long, long time. I found this picture at the Underground when there were actually shops at the Underground. So it was this art gallery at the Underground. And I was a summer associate here in Atlanta before I finished law school. And I found this painting and I loved her. And I bought her and I named her Ruth. And I said, one day when I have a house, I will put her on my mantle. And so my first apartment when I moved down here, I had her on the mantle there. And then when I moved to my house, Ruth took her spot on the mantle and we just sort of built around her. And then actually I have a companion that I found at another random art gallery. It's a different artist, but it's sort of the exact same woman. And so I bought her and she's in the kitchen.
Did you name her?
She's Ruth as well. It's the same woman.
Oh, same one. Okay.
Yeah. So Ruth was one of my favorite biblical characters, strong Black woman in the Bible.
Nice. Yeah,
and then, of course, I have our royalty, our king and queen.
Right.
Dr. Michelle.
Yeah, the people in the '60s had Jackie O and Mr. Kennedy, President Kennedy, but we have Michelle and Barack, and I'm okay with that. We are okay with that. Like, I am so excited that this is happening. This has been a long time coming, and man, what a freaking journey it has been. We have learned a lot of things as we went into production. We ate a lot. I think I fed everybody pretty well. I will say that.
To make sure, I was like, let's make sure we got to have a real green room. We got to have actual, snacks for everybody.
Yeah, it was hermetically, and it was during COVID, so I had to make sure everything was super clean. I had the wipes, the Lysol, the this, the that. It was like
you had your shield.
I was looking. I'm like, all the pictures, I can't see my face because there's a shield or I'm wearing a mask, but I didn't get COVID.
Yeah.
So
me either. None of us did. Have any wood? Knock on wood.
Yeah. I'm looking around. I don't have any wood in my office, but
I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
And the funny thing is, this is the setup because we shot the pilot on Zoom, and this was the setup that I used for the pilot. So I figured, let's go full circle and come back to the original set for the ladies' room.
Yeah, I can't wait
We'll have to release that as like some bonus content because it was a really great discussion. We had a different mix of ladies in that pilot, and I think it turned out fun, and it's a true testament of friends just having faith in you, where you're like, hey, I have this random idea, I'm putting on this thing, I don't want to know what it's going to be. Will you dress up and get on a Zoom with me and two other strangers and have an honest discussion about you and your business? And they killed it. I think we did it in one take. I mean, I might have had a little internet issue, but other than that, we killed it in one take. Great.
But that's your kind of, other than us, I think once we ran out of batteries or our batteries went dead during one of the tapings, but every one of the episodes you did it in one take. Like, I was so blown away by your professionalism. I was like, oh my gosh, look at her go. Like, she doesn't have to know, not a bunch of ums. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
I did my best. I think, as I said, it's all these years of watching TV. My dad used to joke, who hopefully they're logging on, they're pros at watching things on YouTube. They watch a lot of RV they're RVers, and so they watch a lot of camper and RV videos on YouTube. So they should be on there by now.
Yeah.
But he would always say that for someone who did so well academically, that I watched a lot of television. And I joked with him. I said, I know you meant that as an insult, but I'm going to take it as a compliment. And so I'm putting that skill. It was preparing me all those times watching TV, reading during commercials, which is a key skill. It's a key to happiness in life. Be able to read during commercial breaks. Back when, you didn't DVR everything.
Yeah, it's like, what is a commercial?
It was a necessary skill, and it brought great joy and balance to my life, being able to do that.
Nice. Yeah, what I really love about the show, someone had asked, like, well, what makes this show like different from other shows that have women executives or powerful women? And I said, it's not about, glorifying the position that somebody has, right? Like, oh, I'm the vice president of this, or I'm this, I'm that. It's really about people. It's a story about people, how we kind of traverse through our working lives because we spend so many hours a day, at work, right? How do we fit in? And it is just absolutely, amazing. We just got someone saying hello.
Oh, that's my girl, Richie. Yay, Richie. I'm so excited. Richie is a great friend, a law school classmate, client, and she's my idol in this space because she's out here doing amazing entertainment, hosting, presenting. She's a force. So keep an eye on her going forward.
Definitely. I think everybody that touches this project in some way, shape, or form is going to become a force to be reckoned with because, while I was even going through the editing process, I can't tell you how inspired I kept getting over and over again after just listening to stuff. And, I can't wait till people see this. It's like giving birth. I feel like, we're about to birth us a baby and, it's going to be a little wonky in the beginning. And then we get our legs up under us and then, oh my gosh, sky is the limit. For those of you who just joined us, hello, Lisa. For those of you that just joined us, we will be shutting ourselves off at about 6:39-ish. 6:39, and the streaming of the first episode will be at 6:40 on the dot. And then we will be back as soon as the episode finishes airing. We will be back on to chit chat with everyone. So thank you again for taking time out of your days and to share this with us. And please tell other people about it. I think it's amazing. I think I'm a little biased, but the feedback that I've been getting from people, I had someone, I had sent them a clip, and the message I got, and this is an older woman, she said to me, "Thank God you're not talking about relationships. I'm so tired of hearing about relationships. Like, get to the business. Like, how do I,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we do have an episode where we talk about networking and the single gal, but it's from a business perspective. And it's really in terms of how do you navigate that? If you're in these streets to get business and you're in these streets to get love, how do you navigate those? So we've got exciting topics that we've got coming up in this first season, and then so many ideas for a second season, and so many great women that we would love to get into the ladies' room, to vibe together, and just have great conversation. So
that's a great way to describe it, vibe together, because that's what ends up happening.
Yes,
it is, vibrations, and like there's so much empathy and compassion and encouragement, like all these words, like you come out of the episode feeling like I'm in my light. Yes. I'm going into the world to shine,
Yeah. And we even had, I'm sure you had some trouble editing because we were really getting the conversation going, and the panelists were talking back and forth and just really enjoying each other. Yeah, they're my people. I read the Smithers, as I call my parents. The Smithers are in the building. And then Ciara's in here. She's one of the panelists. Let me tell you, there's an episode coming up. I don't know if it's in this first episode or it's a later one in the season. We had to call her the Right Reverend because she gave us a mini sermon. We were about to pass the collection plate in terms of just her mindset that she's brought to her journey as an entrepreneur and just as a business owner and just as a woman. And we tease her, but it was wonderful. It was great.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Again, for those of you who just joined us, Roxanne and I will be tuning off at 6:39, and the episode will start promptly at 6:40. And then Roxanne and I will be back on after the episode. If anyone has questions or you want to congratulate us, tell us what a great job we've done. We'll stick around for that as well. Hello. Hey, Danielle. Hey, it's our people. It's our people. It feels good when you see a little love, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so other topics that we've got this season, we talk about pricing. How do you price your goods, your services, and how that can sometimes tie into your self-worth. So that title was A Price Above Rubies, Pricing and Salary Demands. And we really get into some of that nitty gritty and strategy behind how do you put sort of dollars to what you're doing. I talked about, networking and the single gal. We've got authenticity, bringing your true self to the table and how honest you want to be in the room. I was thinking about tonight when I was going to dress, I was like, am I going to boot it up and suit it up? Or am I going to be a little more of my, laid back self, the ladies' room? So I've got my minding my Black owned business shirt on versus being suited and booted. And then we've got the faith-filled business owner. Those are some of the topics for this first season, and so much more that we want to be able to talk about in the coming seasons.
So yeah, we are going to log off right now, but you all that are watching, hey Trina, you all that are watching, please stay. The live episode will be starting at 6:40 on the dot. See you then. I'll see you on the other side, Roxanne.